Boom. All right. Well, welcome you guys to the Do Work Podcast. The Do Work Podcast is a weekly podcast where we discuss all things mindset, motivation, entrepreneurship, pre-thinking, and tonight, boxing. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I'm a former Golden Glove boxer. I love boxing. I'm super passionate about it. And yeah, obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. And I told you guys, I'll never ever really talk about on this channel. I don't really get into pop culture and shit because I don't care. But tonight we're gonna talk about this shit because I'm upset. I can't deal. I can't deal. Can we talk? Tyson. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Okay. Uh Obviously, oh God, I don't even know where to start. All right, there's so many. First, there's an age difference. There's a definite age difference. I'm not going to get into why I'm not a fan of Jake Paul's speech and his endeavors. Because if Coach Anthony was on here right now, he'd be like, Diva, you always want to talk about this, but it'd be bothering me. So Jake Paul is 27 years old. Mike Tyson is 57. Mike is 57 now. Okay. Now, I have seen videos of Mike Tyson boxing, and yeah, you know, Mike still does his thing. He does, and I think it's great that he does his thing. Mike still does his thing. Jake Paul, oh God. So, though I don't want to admit it, he has gotten better. As a boxer, he's gotten better. He's been working out, he's been training, you know, he has money, so he has all the bells and whistles to help push him and his career forward. And I can't deny that. Now, is he a good boxer yet? And the reason I'm going to say that before I get into the part about Mike Tyson, because that's the part that really bothers me, because, you know, as a fight fan, Mike is my number one. Like, Mike Tyson is my number one guy. He's in everybody's top 5. If you're a fight fan, I feel like I can confidently say Mike is in everybody's top 5, but he's my number one. So anyway, Jake has spent the last few years fighting. First, he was fighting YouTubers, and then he made the decision and the proclamation that he wanted to be a professional boxer. And he has done that. Like, I'm not mad at the dude. He manifests, and so it shall be. So, I mean, you gotta respect the hustle. But this is my issue. He has yet to fight somebody of his caliber. He has yet to fight somebody his age. Now, he did fight Tommy Fury, which is a younger guy. He mostly fights retired boxers, retired UFC fighters, guys where the playing field honestly is not level. And he has been knocking people out cold, like cold. Now, does that mean he's good? I still don't think the man is good. I don't. What I do think is he's not fighting people that are going to make him better or push him forward. And until he does that, for me, until Jake does that, everything he does is just trash. But what he is, and no one can take this away from the man, what Jake Paul is a master marketer. So I'm going to be honest with you. If anything, take a business lesson from the dude, because he is a master marketer. Yo, Els, what's up? He is a master marketer. He has successfully figured out how to do it. He's a master marketer. I'm not mad about that. He's brought more eyes to the sport of boxing. I'm not mad about that. But why he would want to fight a 57-year-old man? And please understand, Mike Tyson ain't no slouch. the recent training videos of Tyson, he would still wreck most people, like 90% of the people. Mike ain't no slouch. But it becomes an issue for me of legacy. They had to offer Mike a lot of money to get him to come out and do this. Like a lot. Like a ton. Like how much money, and I'm curious, I probably should have looked it up. How much money did they offer Mike to come out of retirement and do this shit? Like how much? Think about that. Because Mike been chilling, he been podcasting, Mike smoking weed, Mike living his life. And I remember a few years ago, they asked him about Jake Paul and would he fight him? And Mike pretty much was like, nah, not interested, not interested. So for him to be interested, there was a number and it happened. The number happened. So the other thing, because remember, Jake Paul's a master marketer. The other thing he did that's brilliant is the fight is free. We don't even have to pay for this. If you are a subscriber to Netflix, you do not have to pay for this fight. You don't have to pay for this fight. The fight's free. So, what are my issues? What are my issues with this fight? One, legacy. It is a lose-lose for Mike Tyson. It's a lose-lose for Mike Tyson. And I'm going to tell you why. The only win for Mike is whatever his check is. It's a lose-lose for Tyson. If he fights this boy and legitimately hurts him, everybody's going to be like, damn, Mike, why you do that? You ain't have to do him like that. You shouldn't have did that. Like, even though Jake's been running his mouth, all of a sudden, I guarantee you the both people are like, oh, Mike, why you do that? Then it's a lose-lose for Mike if he gets hurt and actually loses, because they're trying to actually sanction this and not make it an exhibition. So if Mike loses, if he gets hurt for any reason, if shit just don't go his way, that destroys his legacy. That destroys his legacy. One of the most intimidating, intense, violent fighters in the world get knocked out by a dude that lost to Tommy Fury, who can't beat nobody his age, weight class, or caliber? Are you kidding me? There is no win in this situation for Mike outside of the check. Now, Jake, this is great. It's a win-win for him. And the reason it's a win-win for Jake is, one, if he gets knocked the fuck out, he's going to be like, what y'all expect? It was Mike Tyson. And everybody's going to be like, yeah, it was Mike Tyson. And then if he hurts Mike or knocks Mike down, or for some reason the fight gets stopped and Mike is on the ground, people going to be like, yo, he beat up Mike Tyson. And don't get me wrong, people going to be like, yeah, Mike was 57 though. But Mike is still aggressive. Mike is still violent. Is he the 18-year-old killer he was years ago? No. But go watch his footage. That shit is scary. Go watch his footage. Please go watch his footage. Mike is like, he's still a monster. So the only person who really wins in this situation is Jake. And what we are seeing, and we're seeing a lot of it, the way people are entertained is changing. Again, this is one of those things, I hate to admit it, but this is entertainment. This is purely entertainment. This fight is for entertainment purposes only. It's just like the DAZN X series. You got YouTubers fighting YouTubers, or people who just flat out got beef. That is entertainment only. The way we consume content and entertainment is changed. It's all about attention. Here we are. We're about to watch 57-year-old Mike Tyson fight 27-year-old Jake Paul. Like, this is going to happen. And this is how, and I felt the same way. Just so we clear, I felt the same exact way when Logan Paul fought Floyd Mayweather. And there was no question in my mind, and I still stand on this, I will die on this hill, that Floyd carried that fight. He could have ended that fight at any time. And it's crazy because if you ask Logan, he's like, oh, I beat Floyd Mayweather. Didn't, dude, you boxed a 40-something-year-old dude who is still sharp, and he carried you, bro. Like, we know what that looks like when people carry fighters. So I don't know what's happening right now. I kind of know, but the way we consume entertainment is changing. And I didn't want to believe this would be a trend, but you are going to see more and more crossover mashups that make no damn sense, but we're going to see it because people are going to watch. It's all, attention is the new currency. I cannot stress this enough. Attention is the new currency. We're going to see more of these weird ass fights that don't make sense because people are going to watch. The ad dollars on this fight are going to be absolutely amazing. I can only imagine what the ad dollars are going to be on this fight. I can only imagine. And the fact that they're streaming it on Netflix. So you ain't even got, like, dude, this is some of the most brilliant marketing I've seen in a while. Just as brilliant as the Kanye West pre-order situation that he did for the Super Bowl and made all that money and didn't put no money out his pocket. But that's another story. I digress. Okay, so I guess the question is, if you are a fight fan, if you're not a fight fan, everybody knows who Mike Tyson is. Like, everybody knows who Mike is. No question. Everybody knows who Mike Tyson is, right? Some of the older people may or may not know Jake Paul, but they know he's been annoying and he's been around, right? So now the question of the day is, what happens, one, if Mike, like, damn near wrecks this boy, if Mike knocks this boy out and cracks his head, what happens? And then what happens if for some reason Mike gets knocked down? He wouldn't knock him out, by no means, but knocked down. Like, that's some real shit. That you going, I just think is wild. The money must be great. It hasn't been posted like how much money he's getting for this fight, and it probably won't come out, but how much money, they must have offered him a lot of money. Because my man is probably going to risk it all. And just so you know, because it's on Netflix, there's no doubt in my mind it's staged. And by staged, I mean like WWE stage. They already saying who's gonna win. Like, they already, the script has been done. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by stage. Doesn't mean the fight's not real. The fight's gonna be real. The work is gonna be real. The sweat's gonna be real. All that's gonna be real. But it is staged. It is so staged. So before I can have any respect for Jake Paul, because the last time he fought, I get mad every time he fight. Every time he fight, I get mad because I need him to fight somebody his age, of his caliber, weight class, experience. There's so many young fighters that would like give him so much smoke, it ain't even funny. But the big thing is this. I don't personally see Mike. If you want, give you my fight prediction. I ain't gonna be on here all night. I don't see Mike losing for a few reasons. One, even though he has calmed down a little bit and he's more of a gentle giant, Mike is still a killer. He's still Mike Tyson. And Mike is from New York. I don't see him taking an L willingly. I'll say that. I don't see him taking an L willingly for this fight at all. But the amount of money this fight is about to generate is going to be insane. Insane. I can't even believe he took the contract. I can't even believe this is happening. The amount of money they're going to take for this fight is going to be insane. Can you imagine? Like, dude, Jake, first of all, he's not doing Floyd Mayweather numbers yet, but he's doing bigger numbers than pretty much everybody else. And even if it's in the entertainment side of boxing or the actual side of boxing, he's doing some crazy numbers. He's doing some crazy numbers. Again, these are all things I do not want to admit because I'm not a fan for a lot of reasons. But I also know when I see somebody who's doing a thing, and he's definitely doing his thing. So the question is, who wins this fight? Who wins this fight? That is the big question. Who do you have winning this fight? I think either Mike wins or they call a draw. I know that's terrible, but Mike should win. If for any reason Mike doesn't win, they're going to call a draw. I just do not see them losing and destroying Tyson's legacy to this clown. There's plenty of things that Tyson did in his career as a fighter that, are questionable. But I just don't see him losing to this dude in any way, shape, or form. But, what do I know? It's on Netflix, which means more than likely it's staged. So that's the world we live in. Everything is staged, already done. It's nothing you can really do to change that. All right. So anyway, if you haven't, make sure to go on to my my fitness page, Diva Richards Box Fit. Go on to my yo, what's up, boo? Born Freaky. What's up, bro? Go on to my fitness page, Diva Rich Box Fit. All right. Make sure to check it out and vote in the poll. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win this fight? And we just going to have to wait and see. The fight is slated, I believe, for July 30th. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you. Yes, excuse me, July 20th. The fight is going to happen July 20th. I don't know where I'm going to be in the world on that day, and it's going to be in Texas. So this is going to be real. Oh, I miss you too. This is going to be some real shit. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm getting, I know what I forgot. So if you see, I have on all this Dragon Ball Z. So the creator of Dragon Ball Z just recently passed. And if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan like I am, when I tell you I have jackets, hoodies, socks, pajamas, underwear, I have so much Dragon Ball Z shit. It's ridiculous. I've been into Dragon Ball Z since I was a youngin'. I'm talking I used to watch it on VHS tapes. I used to go buy the next volume, on VHS tapes. That's how much I'm into Dragon Ball Z and love Dragon Ball Z. So the creator just died. Actually, it was last week. And it's just sad because he created something really magical. So I thought this would be a great night to throw on my DBZ shit. I even got on my DBZ socks, but I don't feel like bringing my leg up to the camera. So y'all ain't getting that. All right, fam. I want to thank you for tuning into the Do Work Podcast. The Do Work Podcast is a weekly podcast where we discuss all things mindset, motivation, entrepreneurship, free thinking, how to live your best life possible in boxing, because Diva likes boxing. I love boxing. Remember, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Diva Richards on Instagram. And vote. Who do you think is going to win? Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, July 20th, AT&T Stadium. I'm going to bet the farm on Mike. That's what I'm going to do. I'm betting the farm on Mike. All right, guys. I want you to have an amazing evening. Be great. Let's go.